got to do a review real quick because it's late and it is super dark. Alright, there are 12 movies. There are 12 movies that I have got to see this year, and none of them were in January or February, so they're all just kind of impacting on one another, one week after another. Last week was Logan, next week is Ghost in the Shell, and this week was T2. Not the Terminator movie, but rather the sequel to Trainspotting, Trainspotting 2. And I just saw it in the theater, and it was really amazing. Spoilers, it's great. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. Off the cuff really quick, because I literally just saw it. Like, I just got home from seeing it. And I understand this was directed by Danny Boyle. I don't know too much about this guy, but that was freaking amazing. Well, let's go into it. So, briefly as a synopsis, the premise of Trainspotting is, it's been 20 years since the first movie, so everyone, and literally everyone, who's still alive, meets up, a series of events where characters from the first movie meet up and reconnect in various ways, adversarial and not. And God, it's a very complicated character study, mostly focusing on our the four surviving original characters from the first movie. While amazing music blasts the entire time, and we're treated to some shockingly good visuals, shockingly great visuals in some cases, it captures a lot of what made the first Trainspotting movie visually interesting. The bizarre cuts and weird framing mechanisms, and just the surrealism combined with the constant narration by characters. Either someone's talking, or someone's talking about something, or someone's giving a monologue. Same thing here. I have heard extremely mixed reviews. I mostly avoided them because I wanted to come into this thing clean, but I could see why. I saw it with someone who thought it was okay. I thought it was amazing. Irving Welsh. This movie is based on, just like the first movie was based loosely on a book by Irving Welsh called Trainspotting. This movie is based on, backing up a little, Irving Welsh did a sequel to Trainspotting called Porno. I don't know why. Maybe this movie diverged from that one quite a bit, but I don't know why. I don't know why it was called Porno. Nothing in this movie would make me guess that Porno would be a good title for this movie. But yeah, just the way the first one was based on the original Trainspotting movie, the second one was based loosely on Porno, and the story is very engaging. It's once again, it's a very focused character study on a handful of characters who are fascinating to watch, fun to listen to. Even the characters who aren't very nice, they're entertaining characters. And it has very good momentum. I was thinking a couple of times, like, oh man, this movie's slowing down a little, and then something just balls to the walls crazy would happen to kind of pick it up again. So, I can't fault them. It was a good understanding of, here's where our beats have to be in this movie. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of slower material we have to go over here, so we better make sure that's something that happens right after it. This movie caught me, as an aside, like it really engaged me within seconds. I mean, just the opening sequence, and absolutely no spoilers for this. The opening sequence, though, I will say, between the music and presentation, it had me. It had me from like, in seconds. And it starts off running. God, I can't say enough nice things about this. One of the last things I would have expected from this film was Easter eggs. And they're there in this film. This is... if someone had told me, oh, there's a bunch of Easter eggs in this movie, I'm like, fucking Trainspotting 2? but there are. Keep your eyes open. There's a couple really nice hints. I gotta say this also, having just seen this, it makes me want to see the original Trainspotting again. Now, is this movie better than the original Trainspotting? It's kind of why I want to see the original Trainspotting movie again, because this had... It's a very different movie. The first movie was about a bunch of 20-somethings. And it was 20 years ago, so I saw it when I was a 20-something. This movie is about a bunch of guys in their 40s. I'm a guy in my 40s, so this movie is hitting me really well. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I will say, I like this a lot. Between the music that I thought was just badass, the acting, which was fantastic, the writing, which was very, very good. Although I will say this, for an American audience, I had a lot of trouble understanding what they were saying sometimes. But that's me. I'm listening to them and I'm like, what? I don't know. Also, Ewan McGregor's musical number was top-notch. Keep your eyes open for it. The way I usually do reviews, what are the odds you'll see this movie and not like it? I've just been utterly glowing about this film for several minutes now. So let me say, the odds that you're going to see this and not like it are shockingly good. This movie's not for everyone. Just like the original movie. Just like the original Trainspotting. Trainspotting's a classic. This was a worthy addition to it. But it's not for everyone. Parts of it are very disturbing. It's, for Christ's sake, the Trainspotting book, movie, I guess the sequel, very much the sequel, it's about heroin addiction. It's the most upbeat heroin addiction movie you'll ever see, with the possible exception of the first Trainspotting movie. So there's that. So odd you'll see it and not like it. Decent, actually. I'd say 1 in 3. Like, that good. It's a very good movie, but it's not for everyone. I know a lot of people who would see parts of this and just be, this is too gross. Or this is too disturbing. Or what the fuck are they saying? You know, this a number of things that would bother people. It's an excellent movie, but I think a decent number of people would not be up for this movie. Would I see this again? Fuck yeah, I would see this again. There are people I know who I would love to see this with. Odd little aside, this movie was very hard to find. Most of the movie theaters, and I saw it, I'd given up seeing it. Like, most of the major theaters around here, I'm in Cincinnati. Hello. There's my cat. Most of the theaters around here weren't showing it. It just wasn't on their slate of movies to see. I don't think it's going to be. And, like, I couldn't find it anywhere. It actually opened last Friday. It's Thursday, almost a week later. And I mentioned it to a friend, and we were sitting in a bar, and she, like, looks it up, and it's like, oh, wait, it's at there's a theater near here that shows independent films, and it's there. It was there in, like, an hour, so we're like, fuck it, let's just go see it. So that's how I saw this movie. It was very random. If I had not the wrong combination of circumstances, I just never would have seen it. Or at least not until it came out on video, and I remembered to go seek it out. Glad I saw it. I enjoyed it a great deal. And I would like to see it again. Although it's probably going to be a DVD thing or a video on review. You're in the review. Hey, say something to your reviewers. I have a really sweet cat who was sad he didn't get to see Trainspotting. As well he should be. So T2, go out and see it. It's really good. I liked it a lot. I have, aside from the fact that it's this sort of movie is an acquired taste. Aside from that, every part of it's perfect. This might actually be better than the original. If you're into the original, for God's sake, go see this movie. You will really like it. If you're not, this might not be your thing. That's all. I'm out.